Alright, hi there, this is cinematography back with another video, right? So I know a lot of people want to buy new cameras, right, in terms of DSLRs, professional cameras, right? So this video is to sort of get you into the understanding behind how this thing works, what is a professional camera, how it looks like, what are the buttons for, what do you do with it, and how do you use it, right? Let's get to the thing. Okay, so professional camera number one, this is a DSLR camera, right? A DSLR camera is a camera that has a mirror there that transmits the image to your viewfinder here and whatnot, right? A DSLR camera is different from what is called a mirrorless. Mirrorless, there is no mirror there, as it says in the name, mirrorless, and the viewfinder of a mirrorless camera is usually it's digital, right? This one right here, if you look in here, you just look at how things look to your naked eye, or just the lens, not what the actual picture is, right? This is a manual viewfinder, right? You just see what is caught by the mirror there, right? So how to use this thing? Okay, maybe let's talk about the other component, which is very important, and there is the lens, right? A lens has those numbers there. Let's go to them. 18 to 55, right? That's where you zoom. 18mm, or the lowest number, it means how wide the lens is, right? Then the last one, or the big number, how tight the lens is, tight, right? So this one is a zoom lens because you can zoom in and zoom out, right? There are lenses where it's just one number or one sort of designation. Let's see, like this one, right? This is a 50mm lens. It doesn't zoom, it just remains as it is. You shoot at only one focal length, right? Then with lenses, there are ratings as well, right? Also, how we put the lens, there is this white thing here and that white thing there on the camera. Just make sure they are aligned, then the thing clicks, right? And then what else is on the lens, right? This is autofocus. Right now it's this auto, then you go to manual. This is where you control the focus. This is where you control the zooming, right? And then there are ratings, as I was saying, on the lens, right? This one, okay, let's see. Go to manual. All right, this one, the widest it can open is 3.5. Nope, the widest can open is 3.5, right? Then the on the higher end, you have what? Damn it, can't do this thing while holding the camera. Really is a problem, right? So right now 3.5, right? That's your f-stop, right? Then when you close the thing or you make the lens tighter, it goes to 5.6, right? F-stops means how much light is allowed to get into the thing, right? So the lower the number there, the more light comes in, right? So with this lens, the lowest number on this lens is 1.8, which means this lens can shoot in low light situations like at night, right? Because it can allow more light to come in, while this fails to do so, right? That's the most important thing about the lens. Mostly the lower the number, the better the quality, right? And most likely, if the lens is not a zoom, it's just fixed like this, it's called a prime lens, it's gonna be more quality, right? Okay, so let's move on to now using the camera, right? Let's start with the buttons then. All right, so this one right here is what to use to shoot, right? So if I press like this, it's gonna focus and shoot. Wait, I'm on video, let me go to photo mode, right? If I press this once, it's gonna focus. Oh no, it's on manual mode. Let's go to autofocus, right? It's gonna focus, then shoot. Press once to focus. Focus. It's not focusing on anything. Pretty dark there. Okay, let's shoot the light. right? Press once to focus and second time to shoot, right? And then what is on top here, these are the modes, right? Right now mine is on manual. I always shoot manual, right? I don't even know how the others work because, well, they don't give you that much control, right? But if you're a beginner photographer, you can just shoot on auto, right? Cameras nowadays are very clever, let's put it like that, right? So they can determine what the scene looks like and what settings are most appropriate for that scene, right? And then you can shoot easily. Okay, these are your modes, right? Okay, so enough with the modes. Let's go to this thing here, this wheel. This wheel is, if you're on manual mode here, you're controlling what's called shutter, right? The higher the shutter here, the faster the objects you can catch into in your frame, right? So if a fast car is moving by, you don't want to shoot at the low shutter, you want to shoot at the high speed shutter so that you can catch the car without blur, right? Or without that much blur. Okay, so the other thing is ISO, right? There is a button called ISO here. This one you can think of it as light, but there is a setting for it here, right? It's called ISO. The higher you go, the more light it is, right? But you don't want to go too high because there's something called grain that gets introduced, right? Grain is what you see on a low quality image most of the time and whatnot, and that doesn't look right. Alright, so I almost forgot another thing you must know about shutter speeds, right? As I was saying, fast objects means faster shutter, right? And if you want to catch a fast moving car and whatnot. But the other thing is, the faster the shutter, the lower the light that's gonna be allowed in, right? So you can't shoot a fast object at night with a low a low rated sort of lens, right? Because now if it's at f5.6 like that and the car is moving fast, there's too much low light, right? There is low light in the situation, right? So you can't get a good image, right? But when using this lens f1.8, you might get a bit more light and then maybe get the image, right? And then the other thing is what, right? So if you're buying a DSLR, right, a professional camera, you don't want to be shooting low quality images, right? So basically, or by default, when you buy a DSLR or a professional camera like this one, what's gonna happen is there are options here in terms of the quality of images you want to shoot, right? Right now I'm shooting raw plus I think JPEG, raw plus JPEG, right? Thing is, with JPEG there is too much, the quality is too low, right? Okay, let's go there. If I go to this one, you see it's a 3.8 megabyte image, right? This is a 24 megapixel camera. You don't want to shoot like that, right? If I go let's see, to this one, it's 5.9 megabytes, right? It's not bad, but you don't want to shoot in all of these. This is not bad. Standard JPEG for A3, 11 megabytes or megapixels. It's not bad, not bad. Then this one, 24 megapixel, right, or megabytes. This is a good one, right, when you're shooting JPEG, right? But mostly high quality JPEGs, this is not bad, right? Mostly though, what you want to do is you want to shoot raw, right? If you're shooting raw, it means you can control the images, right, afterwards, and the quality remains intact, right? The whole quality of the whole sensor remains intact, right? These are what, 28 to 30 megabytes or megabit or whatever sized images, right? That's what you do there, right? The other thing that you want to sort of know here, let's see, my camera doesn't want to focus well here. Okay, it's focused now. Is what is called white balance, right? Let's go to this mode. So when I'm shooting here, it's an auto white balance, right? White balance is how yellowy or how hot right? Hot or cold or cool a situation or a scene is, right? So there are different modes here: shade, tungsten light, under daylight and whatnot, right? I'm not sure if you can see, can't see. Under shade, daylight, tungsten light and whatnot. That's what's called your white balance, right? Right here, this side, continuous shots, right? It's either you wanna shoot one shot or you wanna shoot continuous shots, right? You can choose here, right? Continuous shooting and all that. When you press the shutter, the thing will just keep on shooting, right? What's the other thing that is important here? Okay, right here there's a button with play here. That's where you replay, right, all the images in your camera, right? You delete here, you move on these buttons. What else? There's the menu there, the menu button, and other settings, right? Autofocus settings and whatnot, right? Mostly you do not need to know that much in depth with these ones, because you can just use the camera without a thing. Okay, the important thing here, great display. You wanna have great display if you wanna follow exceptional sort of composition rules, just like I have here. Let me show you, right? If you see those grids here on my screen, that's what you activate there, right? Then last thing, and this should be short, let's go to video. Video has all of the settings that are in there, right? On the photo mode, it's basically the same thing, right? But what you might need to know, depending, okay, let's not stress you with these things, not at this moment, right? But with video, it's basically the same settings, right, as in photography. Alright, so future me here, I forgot the most important part of the video, or about video, right? So let's get to the thing. What happens here when you're shooting a video, focus on the thing. Okay, when you're shooting a video, there's something called frame rate, right? So if you press this Q button here, then you choose the correct frame rate for your production, right? There's 25 FPS in South Africa, that's our standard, right? Go there. Then there is 50, and then there is a normal HD, right? Is that normal HD? I think that's normal HD. If you want to take full advantage of your camera, obviously you select the last one, right? Last one is the 15 FPS one, frames per second, right? 50 FPS, 25 FPS. This one only does this. Most cinematic FPS is 24, right? 50 you use it for slow motion, right? If you wanna slow the footage down in post, or just for better quality if you like, right? Yeah, that's the most important part in the video section, right? Okay, so the rule is if you're shooting at 25 FPS, right? Let's say you're shooting 25 FPS. Man, this thing doesn't want to focus. That is 25 FPS, right? You're shooting a video. The rule is that okay, let's set this thing to manual mode so that it doesn't cause noise. Okay, so the rule is that on this thing where it's 100, your shutter speed, it should be 50. It should be 2 times your frame rate, right? Oh yeah, it should be 2 times the frame rate. It's called the 180-degree rule, right? So if you're shooting at 50 FPS, right, slow motion, it should be at 100. I like to put it at 125. Okay, this is to make sure that your footage looks smooth and the motion blur there, it looks normal, right, or more cinematic. Okay, those are the most important things I forgot. All right, cool, bye. Okay, hopefully I've demystified this thing. And this side underneath here, man, I'm using one hand, I might. Underneath here is where your battery is, right? So just do this, take out the battery, then there is a memory card here as well. Just press it and it comes up, right? I think that's all you need to know about the camera. That's all there is. Okay, and that's been it, Suma Days. Hopefully this was helpful. See you in the next one. Peace.